Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Customs. Today I'm sharing with you a Black Widow in her 80s costume, the gray outfit. Now, this was made from a Sideshow premium format rogue statue with different hands that were actually broken up that I could get to the pointed finger. And then I also used the Lara Croft Snow Day head that I actually got a couple broken ones, but the bodies were so mangled, at least I just had pretty much the heads to salvage. So this is what I came up with. I wanted to do a really sexy Black Widow with her cleavage hanging out, so I had to rework all the breasts and then get them out, and then I had to work out the outfit and sand everything down. Then I reworked the arms a little bit with the head tilted, so I kind of wanted her to be like, come here, I'm going to kick your ass type thing. So this is what I came up with, and then the base is kind of a generic base I made up, but had a little bit of fun with it. So as you can see, I love the statue. I think it worked out pretty good. I had to cut up the metal bands myself and get them around the wrist, and pretty much just sculpted her up. You know, of course you gotta have the nice booty shot. I put the symbol on her back, resculpted the hair. I wanted to follow the comic style of the hair, but kind of do my own little take on it. So this is kind of what I came up with. And as for the hand, I got one of these broken hands, but the hand was actually holding something. I forgot what it was. So what I did is I drilled all that out, and then I had a finger from another statue that I broke off, and I put it there, and it kind of worked out pretty good. Now her outfit has a little bit of a blue sheen into it. What I did was I had some Liquitex, I think it's iridescent blue or something, so I kind of watered it down and I gave a coat to it. So instead of just doing flat, you know, gray with black shadows and that was it, I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a spandex look to it, so it's got kind of blue sheen hitting it here and there, so I had a little fun with that. The biggest part and the hardest part of doing this was actually getting this taut, you know, so it's kind of like tight. So what I had to do is I had to roll out A's with a roller, cut it, let it sit for a while. Once the A's started getting hard, I actually kind of put it up there, so it kind of just worked out, and I kind of sanded and just worked out pretty cool. So she came out pretty cool. So we'll get into some closer looks for you guys. And what we'll do is we'll come up a little bit closer so you can see. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that. And I think maybe the camera's picking up some of the and these were the decal eyes that I put on her. So that was a lot of fun with this one. Even though she's pretty much simple and not a lot of detail, the outfit kind of, you know, I had to add some wrinkles in there instead of just a straight flat, you know. So that worked out pretty cool. Now as for the base, I had a little fun with this base. It's actually a generic base. And then what I did was I sculpted with A's on the bottom, but I left all the spider empty. But then what I did was I took some Future 4 polish, and with actual sand from the beach, I mixed them together, and with some browns I put it in here. So basically, as the you know, Future 4 polish hardens, it kept the sand nice and on there, but with the brown, so it kind of gives it a little cool effect. So actually something I experimented with, but it kind of worked out in my favor. I didn't want to do just a black base, but I didn't want to do like a marble base. I wanted to try something a little different, so had a little fun with that. And of course, we'll get in close for the booty shot. So she was a lot of fun. The hair was a little bit of a stylized type hair. I wanted to get, you know, I wanted to follow the comic, but I didn't want to go completely toward the comic. So it's got some pearls in there with orange and red, so she kind of, you know, so it hits in different lights. I didn't want to do complete orange or complete red. I just want to have fun with it. And I had to rework out the neck and everything, so I wanted to, you know, have some fun with it. Sculpting the spiders were a little bit difficult, took a little bit of time, but afterwards it came out. It was actually very hard to paint in between here, but I had specific brushes that are kind of bent, so it made life a little bit easier. So, that is Black Widow in her 80s costume. So hopefully you guys like the way she came out, and we will see you next time.